brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jaws. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real.
Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Keep playing hard. That's not 180. Check back, check back. Check 24, 124. Ric Flair. Ford is the mic. All day, baby, all day. Ford is mic, Ford is mic. Let's go, defense.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Go off on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yeah, 180. You got nothing. You got nothing. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Hey, 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
Ready. On the bench. Watching you cry. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Kill. Mike,
on first down, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Ready. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Check Mike. Tight dog.
Here's Taylor. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On the set. 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the curl. Watch twist. Put it 2. Jet. Bomber. Put it 2. Jet. Bomber.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Check 31. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Y'all playing the wrong.
Now Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Again, Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw on third down, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Don't get nervous. Whoa. 40, Mike, 40. Hey, let go. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. Third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. Good for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Go. Hardball. 48's the Mike. Let's get it together, defense.
A shotgun snap for gone. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 49, check 49, check 49. DC. Whoa.
Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run the counter. Taylor, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll find Everett there, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Just like that.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Ready. Turn the corner to Mike. Exit to 6. SOS.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 21.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Like 20. I'm coming after you. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Rip left. 40's the Mike. Squeeze. Maverick. He's not going to get me.
On 2nd and 12, Goff eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down. Kill. Hey, let's go. Go ground.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is, Ball security, number one. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. You're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Going out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 for 1. Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Mike 40, check.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Jackson on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check 50. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch. Value 3. Value 3. Maverick wall. Hey, zoom.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith. Shoot. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Goff picked off by his former teammate LaMarcus Joyner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Jackson to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
On first down, Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and 12.
At the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Here we go. Like playing. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Staying open. Staying open.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Like 20. 40 to Mike. 40 to Mike. All day, every day, any day. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Check Mike. 2 for a 66. Run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On second and 12, Goff. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point safely through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Jackson throwing again. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Past the 20.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Come on, set. To the landing. Yeah, I got you. Over. Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. It's our field. It's our field.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Jackson will throw again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Boom.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert. On 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. They run with Taylor, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
From the 27th, Goff going down the middle, and it's complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Lockhart, and he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
DC. Hey, Wahoo!
Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Get him, boys.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now a give, right side. Lockhart. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've gone final now out in Kansas City. And it was the Chiefs who emerged victorious. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
14.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On first down, Lockhart, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.